I'm answering a question today about pricing that I received from Instagram. A designer reached out and messaged me, and this was her question. She goes, "How do you go about discussing pricing with a client? How do you talk about money?" I feel that this is a two-part answer. I'm going to start with the first one. And the first answer I would say revolves around anxiety when you don't know what typical costs are involved with, say, a kitchen renovation, a bathroom renovation, a new home build, 2,000 to 4,000 square feet, 5,000 to 10,000 square feet. When you don't have any experience or past projects to pull from, when someone wants to talk money with you about a potential project, it's a little scary. In my experience, the anxiety that people have around money comes from not knowing how much things cost. A kitchen renovation, a bathroom renovation, a new build, not knowing how much any of that really costs. So when it comes to putting a fee proposal together and then discussing the costs with the client, it just gives designers anxiety. If you want to overcome your anxiety when it comes to money and discussing money with clients, you need to figure out what things cost. You have to do the research to find out how much is a typical kitchen renovation in your area? How much is a bathroom renovation? If you're going to do a new build, talk to a builder and find out what are the typical costs associated with a new build. You have to do some research to find out what are current costs today when it comes to these projects. You can't be expected to know what things cost if you haven't done many projects, or you just haven't done that research to truly figure out the costs associated with the design world and the construction world. There is absolutely nothing wrong with asking your favorite contractor or tradesperson or builder to walk you through the steps of a typical renovation project. A new build for 2,000 to 3,000 square foot home is going to look significantly different than a new build project for 5,000 to 10,000 square feet. So knowing some of the costs associated with these projects will definitely help you start to overcome your anxiety that comes up about money. That is my suggestion to this designer and to all of you who just get freaked out when it comes to new clients asking you about costs, having to put your fee proposal together, trying to estimate, what a typical project's going to run someone. Do some research. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to the people in your circles. They're ordering, they're budgeting, they're invoicing clients for the very things that the clients are asking you about. Ask those people what the costs associated are with some of these projects so that you start to have an understanding about what money is involved. Now, once you feel fairly confident about some of these general projects, the next part comes down to how to present the numbers to your clients in a way that they feel confident, they feel comfortable, and they feel that they can come to you with questions. And it's a fluid process. It's not a, here you go, this is the price, take it or leave it. Because trust me, when clients face that option, they look for other options, and that's usually in the form of a different designer. What I like to do with new clients is not only present a design fee proposal that covers our services and our time to complete those services for this project, but I feel like now, 20 years into my career, I'm very capable of pulling together a soft cost budget for their project. Now, I preface this every single time with new clients that this is not something to get anchored to. I repeat this multiple times, that this is not your construction estimate or project estimate. This is literally just a document that will help you sort of get a feel for where your budget range will be. I prepare a document and I literally go down and sort of break out the key elements of this potential project, and I assign a dollar figure to each phase, and I have a range, low range to high range. Usually the project will come in somewhere in the middle. So I feel confident giving, the clients a glimpse at, on the lower end of things, we're here, and on a very high end, we're over here. I feel like that conversation is really important to have before we get into anything else. I need to know if the client is on board, if they can afford it, if what we're projecting in terms of cost is in alignment with what they were thinking things were going to cost. There's all those things to get out of the way, because if you don't get into that right off the bat, I guarantee you that will come up some point later on down the road, and it's not going to be a great experience. If we just assume a client understands how much things will cost, because we do it every day and we know what things cost, if we just assume that they're also on the same page, we are going to be wrong. Clients definitely don't know what to assume unless they've gone through a renovation or a build, in their past, or if they're in the industry themselves. They literally have no clue. So always assume that a client has zero knowledge as to how much things are going to cost, and then take the lead on that and tell your clients that you will do a little bit of research. You're going to put together some figures for them. It will be a soft cost construction budget or construction estimate, or a soft cost project estimate, and literally just take the core pieces of the project. You're not going to know every bit and piece. That's just not possible, nor do you want to commit that much time to something, but just take the core key elements and break them down and start to put a range together for them so that they can get an idea what their project budget is going to be. So the confidence that comes with knowing roughly what certain renovations or new builds, what those costs are involved to do those types of projects, and then having this document that outlines sort of the core key elements of this potential project, having those two things together is gold when it comes to talking about money and pricing with your clients. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.